You have a lot of space here, so don't be so stingy. There. Billy is a what?
Trouble Busters!
I hate tasks pertaining to math. Actually, I'm terrible at office work. My name is Tom. I'm the CEO of a construction company. I'd rather be hitting a nail than a keyboard, and maybe some slot machines.
Tom, come over here.
What happened?
There's a strange car parked in our parking lot.
What? Yikes! You're right!
I had to park at a paid parking nearby, but can I get reimbursed for that?
Yeah, make sure you give me the receipt.
Thanks.
You're in my way.
Huh?
Hey, you!
Which middle school did you graduate from, huh?
Oh, shut up. You have a lot of space here, so don't be so stingy.
That's not the point. Hey! Jeez, what's wrong with that guy?
He suddenly showed up.
What the heck? Anyway, we'll keep an eye on him.
Okay, I'll tell everyone else. Actually, we only have 7 employees, including yourself, but I'll still tell everyone.
You didn't have to say that, but yes, please. We decided to just keep an eye on the matter. However, it's troublesome, since it seemed like that reckless bastard seemed as if he found a convenient parking space. For now, I'll install a surveillance camera and a sign that only authorized vehicles are allowed to park there. What? That's gonna cost me time and effort. What the heck? This wasn't even my fault, though. Ugh, that car again. I know it for sure. It was that bastard. He thinks he gets to park here whenever he wants. After that, he continued to park his car anytime he wanted, while my company had to reimburse our employees for their parking. I was able to pinpoint the person who kept parking there from my surveillance footage. I brought it to the police, too. However,
since it's not a public road, we can't do anything about it. It's considered a civil matter. You need to discuss this matter with the driver who keeps parking there.
And so, doesn't seem like the police are helpful at all. And in the meantime, Toby brought me some precious information. What? Who on earth is he? What? Now that I know who he is, I'm not gonna let him keep doing this. I'm gonna make him pay me for the money we had to pay because of this matter too. I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters!
Huh? Who cares? It's just one extra car parking here.
Because you've started using our company's parking lot, I've lost so much money. You better move your car now. Also, I'm going to make you liable for the cost we had to pay because you parked your car.
How are you gonna make me pay? Are you gonna file a civil lawsuit?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll have to do that.
So, you're actually going to file a lawsuit just to collect some petty money? That's a hassle. I saw your company's website, but you're a small business that owns only 6 employees. Does a small business owner like you really have the time to be filing a lawsuit over something like this? Ugh. Trials take time, and you'll only get some petty money in exchange for paying a huge cost. Are you sure you want to file a lawsuit? Aren't you gonna just lose money over it?
This guy. He made sure to have a counterplan against the scenario where I'd find out who he was.
Aw, don't be so mad. We're next door neighbors, so we should be friends. Alright, so if you stay any longer, it'll be a nuisance, so please, leave now.
Hey, we're not done talking! No, that's not good. Right now, I don't have enough logic to crush him. He doesn't plan on moving his car, but that spot is my parking lot. I know what to do. I can make that guy regret this. Yeah!
Go, Tom, go!
Woohoo! As expected from our CEO, his drilling technique is something. What's going on? Is it that damn company next door? They're being so loud. Jeez, what the heck are you guys doing? Wait, what? I got blah, blah, blah. You.
Hello, my next door neighbor. It's such a nice day.
What on earth have you done?
Huh? What exactly are you asking?
How dare you dig trenches around my car? I can't move it anymore.
Huh, I see. But who cares?
What? What do you mean?
Didn't you say that you didn't plan on moving your car anyway?
That was only about now. I'm gonna need my car later.
That's not my problem. This parking lot is my land, so I get to do whatever I want with it without talking to you about it.
You better fix the trenches now, or else!
But you're at 100% fault for this. Are you going to go to the police about it? At that point, you're turning yourself in. Do you understand that? Besides, This case doesn't pertain to a public road. An illegal parking at a personal property is considered a civil matter, not a crime. The police won't get involved. Grr. Do you understand your defeat? Now you better express your sincerity and pay what you owe, and I'll fix the trenches after that.
I've been holding myself in too.
Huh?
I've been holding myself in. Can't you be a little more accommodating?
Holding yourself in? What do you mean?
The noise! Every time you guys work on something, I have to suck up with your noises.
I'm sorry about that, but it has nothing to do with your illegal parking.
Yes, it does. I'm suffering. I can't sleep. I've been seeing a physician for it.
Seeing a physician? You're exaggerating.
Look, I really am seeing a doctor. I need you to understand.
What? A physician's note?
Sure, this note is real, but my doctor writes a note if I feel a bit unwell, and I ask for it. I got this from a doctor who would write a note as long as I pay a fee, so it's kind of like fake, but not exactly fake.
That's why I said sorry about that, but it's a different story from your illegal parking.
What? Can't you understand my kindness?
Kindness?
In truth, I could sue your company for causing all that noise. And yet, I've been so kind and sucking it all in. You should have mercy on me for the sake of that kindness, and let me park just the one car.
No, because you've been parking your car, the other people, such as my employees and our clients, are being troubled.
So? You're causing trouble to others, but you consider your employees' sakes? About the others?
Of course. You're not my employee or my client. You're a neighbor. No, you're a troublesome neighbor.
But to me, you're the troublesome company, the troublesome CEO, and you're repaying a favor I've done for you with insults? You're getting carried away just because I'm being nice.
What I got from you wasn't a favor, it's damage. Being nice? I only remember your shameless face.
Okay, fine. The deal is broken. I'm gonna use the doctor's note to sue you.
That's fine, but you're probably going to waste your effort for nothing.
What?
I'm the CEO of a construction company, and we handle noise issues all the time. Of course, we make sure to do all our legal checks pertaining to the noise we make. I then explained how all the noises we make are within the boundaries of what the law allows. You can go ahead and measure our noise level, but the noise my company makes is within that guideline. This means that we're completely legal.
What?
That's why I said you'll only waste your effort if you file a lawsuit against us. Are you so ashamed you wish you were in a hole? You can go ahead and use that trench. And so, I'd still like to demand the official apology and the money you owe. Now! Now!
Damn it! I'm not gonna let it end this way.
Running away isn't going to solve your problem. You're going to apologize and pay me sooner or later. I'm not going to back off, or else I'm not going to fix this trench.
You better remember this, Tom.
Boss?
Hello, Mianator.
Stop calling me Mianator. I just saw a man in passing and he was screaming your name out loud like he was going crazy. Is it a neighbor problem?
What? No. Why are you assuming that I'm at fault? This is what happened.
What?
But this is what happens when he makes Tom angry. Justice serves him right.
You're going to lose.
What?
Let me talk to you about the details in your office. Hurry, let's go.
Okay. It's illegal to immobilize a car that's parked at a personal property unauthorized?
Yes, unfortunately.
Why, Mianator? It's the guy's fault for parking his car in personal property.
Having someone park on your private property without permission naturally stirs up feelings like wanting to put a wheel lock on their car or block the way so they can't drive out. However, even though these emotions are understandable as a victim, acting on them would instantly turn you from the victim into the offender.
What are you talking about? It's the company's parking lot. Aren't I free to use it the way I want? Why would the law take the side of a guy who has absolutely no right to park his car there?
In this country, a strange situation can occur where the victim, who originally had their rights violated, ends up being punished if they take matters into their own hands. This is because the law prohibits self-help remedies.
Self-help?
Self-help refers to taking back a right by force or direct action without going through the judicial process when it's been infringed. Examples include a landlord changing the locks without permission because rent hasn't been paid, retrieving a lent bicycle from someone's home when it isn't returned, or digging trenches around a car with a jackhammer to prevent it from being moved in response to illegal parking. All of these actions are considered self-help and are prohibited.
But the car was parked illegally at a parking lot when he wasn't authorized to park there. Why can't I do something about it when I'm supposed to be the victim?
Allowing acts of self-help would mean that those with power, wealth, or physical strength define what is just. This leads to a survival of the fittest scenario, making it difficult to maintain social order.
So, are you telling me that the one who's illegally parking his car gets to do whatever he wants to do because of the law about self-help?
The only lawful course of action is to file a claim for damages. The amount would typically be calculated as 2 to 3 times the going rate of nearby coin-operated parking, multiplied by the duration of the unauthorized parking.
I can't file a lawsuit. It'll take too much time, and it'll get troublesome if he also hires a lawyer. It's too little to gain for costing too much.
In that case, there's nothing you can do about it. If you seriously want him to stop parking there, you have no choice but to file a civil lawsuit.
But a small business owner doesn't have the time for that. Isn't there anything we can do?
Okay, I'll try to come up with something.
Yes, please.
But you should immediately fill the trench around the car. If he realizes the law about self-help and complains about it, you'll easily end up in a bad spot.
Oh, okay. Ugh, what the heck? Damn it. I thought the whole thing about the unauthorized parking would be resolved after this. But things have turned so quickly, and now I'm in trouble. What the heck is going on with the laws? Hey, you! Tom! Hey! Hey! Hello! Tom! Do you realize what you've done? I looked it up on the internet. What you're doing is considered self-help, and it's illegal. It's totally illegal. What? Oh, the trench is gone. It's back to normal. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, you do. I know there was a trench here. Oh, you must have filled in that trench again. When I take a close look, the color of the pavement looks new. I have no idea what you're talking about. No way. Guess you found out about self-help too. You got lucky, but you have no choice but to let me park here at this point. And so, Joseph was the one to smile at the end. All was well. No, I'm not letting you do that, you bastard! But then, if the law backs him up, I really don't know what to do.
Tom, dinner's almost ready, so can you go get Scarlett for me?
Okay. Scarlett! Mommy's delicious dinner is almost ready!
Yay! But give me one moment.
Ooh, a simulation game, huh?
Hi-ya!
You look strong. But pause, Scarlett. You can't be just using force to try to open such a rock-hard gate.
Yeah, I know. But I need to get through this gate if I wanted to go inside the enemy's territory. I have no choice but to get through head-on.
That's not the only way to win. There are endless ways to apply pressure, like starving them out, sneaking around to the back gate and putting up a ladder, and so on. Oh, I see. That's right. That's why I failed.
What?
The laws pertaining to unauthorized parking and the self-help were just like the rock-hard front gate. I can't defeat Joseph with a civil lawsuit. In that case, it's an off-field brawl as I depose of all common sense. Scarlett, thank you. All thanks to you, I think I can defeat that guy who keeps parking his car unauthorized.
Oh, really? I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm happy that you'll win.
Yeah!
The two of you, dinner is ready. Today it'll be a pork-flavored pancake that tastes like pancake flavored with pork.
What? Which one is it?
What? You're willing to do an off-field brawl?
I misunderstood big time. I thought I can't do anything to his car as long as there's a law about self-help. I was getting carried away with anger. I was being emotional. That's how mad I was at that guy.
But the only way for you to fight against unauthorized parking is a civil lawsuit. And that's where you already know who's the winner and the loser.
Winner and loser. If I'm going to be all about winning, I can't win against him. My objective isn't to win against him. It's to make him stop the unauthorized parking.
What do you mean? Based on what you're saying, isn't it about winning or losing after all?
No, it's not that. Let me explain it to you.
Huh? What?
Yup, that's it.
No way! I can't let you do that as a law practitioner. That's not okay.
It's fine.
Stop cosplaying because I'm not going to change my mind.
But Mianator...
Not even when you call me by my first name. And stop calling me Mianator.
Oh, please. That bastard will keep parking his car there if we don't do anything, and I want to stop him from doing it.
You would say that, but...
Pretty please. I'll kneel down and beg you, so please, Miss Mia.
Hey, stop getting on the ground.
Miss me up!
Ugh. Okay, fine. I can't support you, but I can protect you. Let me know if anything happens, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Since then, I intentionally continued to bow and beg Joseph to stop his unauthorized parking.
You're so persistent. I'm going on a trip tomorrow, so I want to sleep early.
Oh, please!
If you really want me to stop, why don't you file a lawsuit? That is, if you can.
Scumbag, but this is going the way I planned.
Tom, the thing you've been waiting for is here now.
Great! Oh my goodness!
I had such a great trip. What's going on? Did something happen? Wait, what? What the heck? This is exactly what happened before. Actually, it's worse. What the heck's this lava all about? Just how far is that silver-headed bastard willing to take this?
Hello, Joseph. Did you have a nice trip?
You! Tom! How dare you forget the favor I've done for letting you get away the other day?
You're taking for granted the favor I'm doing by talking to you every day.
I'm not gonna forgive you anymore. I'll call the police right now and—
Hold on a second. You should probably decide whether to call the police or not after you hear me out.
What do you mean by that? Even if you give any excuses at this point—
It's not an excuse. It's going to affect the progression of your life.
What do you mean by that?
Check this out. I investigated you thoroughly using a detective. You lied to your wife that you were using a paid parking lot so she'd give you money.
So what? It's between me and my wife, and it's none of your business. Did you really think you turned the tables around over something like this? How hilarious. Look, what you've done is considered self-help, and it's against the law. You're the one who's doing something illegal.
Sure, I guess so. Go ahead and sue me then.
What?
I'm talking to myself, but if you sue me, I'll go ahead and go talk to your wife to personally apologize to her for causing trouble to her husband.
What?
If you do something bad, you apologize. It's only natural for anyone to do. I'm just talking to myself, though.
Hold on a second. If you do that, my lies will be revealed and—
It's not okay to lie to your wife. Also, for taking advantage of the law to park your car on someone's property unauthorized?
That's double guilty.
The average monthly parking fee in this area is about $600. I'm wondering how you're spending the money you've been stealing from your wife, but I guess the answer is your girlfriend, right? You've been lying to your wife to get money from her so you could cheat on her, weren't you? Ooh, but what should I do? Will everything be okay?
Stop trying to pull that lousy act!
When I go apologize to your wife, I might end up panicking and accidentally leaving pictures that I have here in front of your front door.
You're kidding. This is a threat.
And which one of us was threatening the other by taking advantage of the law? If you think I'm threatening you, go ahead and call the police. If you really think you're in the right, go ahead and sue me under the law of self-help. And when that time comes, I'll go ahead and sincerely apologize to you and your family.
This was out of my expectations.
If you really want me to help you get the car out of this parking lot, you better pay me triple the amount of money I spent for the construction, the surveillance camera, the signage, and the parking fees that I had to pay, all together.
Triple?
Oh, and I think I'll have you pay for hiring the detective too. It'll be $7,200.
$7,200?
Well, if I add everything, it'll add up to about $15,000. But since you're so good at lying, maybe you can pull it off by borrowing money from some loan sharks so you could make sure your family won't find out about it.
That's ridiculous! Have mercy! Can't you let go of a few of those things?
I'm not gonna back off at all. You're the one who made me come this far, so you're going to pay for it. Also, you better apologize. People like you keep maliciously taking advantage of the law, and that's why unauthorized parking is always a problem somewhere in this world. You cause so much inconvenience, trouble, and unnecessary effort, and you better apologize about that from the bottom of your heart. And so, Joseph was completely defeated by my plan and had no choice but to surrender unconditionally. He borrowed $15,000 and paid it back in a lump sum, and that seemed to settle the matter once and for all. But apparently, one of the onlookers had been live streaming the whole exchange between Joseph and me, and the video caught the attention of Joseph's wife, exposing both the fake parking fee and his affair.
Oh no, I didn't want her to find out, so that's why I even got a debt.
Well, a villain can never be successful. After that,
Joseph had to pay compensation to his ex-wife, and because of that, he had to sell his car too. He couldn't afford to live in his rented house, and he was taken away by some scary men who drove a black vehicle. As for me, the illegal parking problem was finally gone, and everything seemed cleared up. But then a dark shadow began to loom over my own home.
Tom, don't you think you and Toby are way too close?
That's a misunderstanding, Misty.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. To prove that, Toby wants to confess to the person she likes, so she asked me to go with her right now.
Oh, really? I like Oscar.
Yeah, so?
What? I can't do this. Tom, let's cancel the confession.
What? Why?
Look, it says stop on the road.
Toby, you're being too troublesome. No unauthorized parking. Trouble Busters!